girl, J9E, on my way home from work on a Monday. And I just want to get a couple of things off of my chest. So, I was told by someone that I love and loves me back, my mama, that she's been watching my videos and she has noticed that I don't seem to be was before, which is neutral. And accountability is everything, y'all. As soon as she said it, I knew exactly what she's talking about, and she's right. I slid off. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's so hard. Like, for me personally, this is my stance. The only reason I even try to help, I feel the need to try to help people, is because I have like this natural thing where I like to help the underdog, like, you know, the little guy, the guy who, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a thing for me. If I see somebody getting picked on, I'm gonna come and, you know, and I'm gonna slay somebody with some words. I'm gonna go for the feelings, you know. It's me. Okay? That's me. So, but it's so shitty on both sides. It's so shitty on both sides. Nobody wants to understand anybody's stuff. Like, the general sense is that men do have a point, and they do. Women, you know, as they get to be so, you know, what they like to call, you know, bosses and can take care of themselves and can do all of these things, which they can, it's like they can't do it without feeling the need to kind of rub it in a man's face. And doing so, not all of them, of course, but the ones who are the loudest are always the ones the most offensive. Come on, everybody know that. Like, the most evil people are always the loudest too, you know? They want to be heard, you know what I'm saying? And so that's what we see so much of. And men are fragile. They're fragile. They are. They're strong in the one way that they're supposed to be strong. But mentally, not mentally, but like emotionally and stuff like that, it's like certain things that they're not even supposed to have to kind of deal with. They're supposed to have to deal with the shit that is real, you know? Like, and so, I don't know if that makes sense to you, but the fact that they are, you know, kind of being made to feel like they're not needed, you know, all the stuff that they always just their whole life thought that the things that would make you a great man now don't count. You know, they grew up without dads, so they don't know the value of a dad. They don't even have the motivation to do what the other generations of men kind of, you know, they figured out that was what was going to make them feel the most proud, is by all the things that they carry. You know what I'm saying? All the things that the more stuff you carry, the more you know how strong you are, right? But now it's like they don't want to carry anything. And then not only do they not want to carry anything, when they see somebody else carrying something, the instinct, instead of, if you feel envious of what somebody else has, you think that you would go and try to seek out to have that thing as well. But no, the mission becomes to just try to keep the other person from doing the thing that making you feel this way, so that you can feel better about yourself. And it don't work like that, bro. It just don't. Like, that's dumb. That sounds like an offensive thing to say. I'm telling you, it's dumb. That's a dumbass thought, okay? You need to cut it out. Every time you say it out loud, it sounds dumber than it did the last time you said it. Just stop fucking saying it. And to the women, okay, don't be so sensitive after. If you're willing to say, I'm a boss, I don't need no man, then you can't also then cry when a man says, well, fuck you, I don't need you. We don't need y'all. You can't then cry about that either. You can't say, I can take care of myself, and then say, well, man is supposed to do all of this stuff for me. It's confusing. Okay? You're sending mixed messages. Do you want to be taken care of, or do you not want to be taken care of? Right? If you want to be taken care of, you don't need to be taking, you know, like paying attention to somebody who would never do that for you anyway. Okay? Like these little whippersnappers that's on the internet right now, you know, what's so funny to me is that they clearly don't know who I am. If they knew anything about me, they would know they wasted their thoughts when they come at me on some, like, you know, scraggly insult like type shit. Like, I don't function like that. Like, that's, I know who you are. If I know you little in the head, if I know you little in the motherfucking head, you can't offend me, son. I know a couple of guys who can say some stuff to me and make me put my head down. They exist. But you know why that's the case? Because I see them. I hold them high. I hold them high because they earned that high stance. You, sir, little guy who has nothing, and I'm convinced you are in your mother's basement talking cash shit. Ain't had a job in 4 or 5 years, and that was only for 2 weeks. You spent your whole time at work on your 2 weeks notice. You walked in just to put in a 2 weeks notice. Because I'm sorry, you should know that it sounds crazy when somebody who is completely unattractive, never had a woman a day in his life, at least not one that wasn't gross. Because being able to find a weird, odd, dysfunctional, troll-like chick that is willing to sleep with you, it's not, you ain't did nothing. And I promise you, with your mentality and your face, that's you. Like, so you talking about women as thoughts and thoughts and thoughts and shots and shots and shots and shots. You sound stupid, bro. Like, you sound dumb as balls. You sound dumb. You sound dumb. Okay? You sound dumb. But I say these things not to offend. Okay? I say these things because it's stupid on both sides. Y'all both sound dumb. Like, at some point it has to stop. Like if the mission is to alienate men from women, which sounds like what it is, if that's the mission, then what's the point? Like, okay, that's the mission. I know the reason. I know why you're doing it. I can see it. Because it's shitty on both sides. I can see it. But you know what happens next? Like say you both win. Say the divestors. That's the far, whatever, right, left, whatever you want to call it. The far end is the divestors. Far other end is the red pill. Right? So I feel like I need to lock y'all up in a room together so you can sort out your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it feels like I'm a parent and I need to figure out how to get y'all to stop fighting and put y'all in a room together until y'all work it out. It's ridiculous. Like, if the divestors win, then no black women, even themselves, because that means you too, divester. Y'all here spouting women don't need to be doing this thing while also saying you gonna still do it. And don't realize how dumb it is. That's why it's hard to take you serious. That's why it's so hard to take you serious. You don't even know what you want. Like, keep sleeping with him, but when your body becomes impregnated, that's your health you're talking about. Okay, so you know, not his. He dropped the seed and he done. Most of the time, they don't even want the baby anyway. You're not making him suffer, sis. You're not making him suffer. I'm going to say this as a part, and I'm going to cut this part out, right? And make it a whole video itself. This message is for the divestors. We're going to stop having male babies. Okay. We're not going to birth you anymore. Now, the people that you're trying to punish are already here. The niggas that's been cutting up and done pissed you off, like, because the babies didn't do it. They ain't even here yet. They ain't do nothing. Okay? So it's the niggas that already exist. You're not abolishing them. You're not yeetus to the fetus, the nigga that pissed you off. Right? And then we get to this. When black women get pregnant by these particular folk, the first thing they yell out is they want you to get rid of it anyway. So they don't even want the baby. They don't want the baby. And if they don't want the baby, and then there's this lady out here saying, yeah, y'all, if you get pregnant, you need to fetus. These niggas is out here thinking, oh, good, now we don't never have to use a condom. Because Cynthia G is telling them we can knock them up, and then they just going, it's like a whole crew. Like, it's like the rules now. They go and get us to the fetus. You know what I'm saying? You ain't punishing nobody. That's dumb. You sound stupid. It's like I'm gonna punish you by giving you exactly what you want. That's crazy. And then on the opposite side is the red pill. I'm a troll. I ain't never had no play. Nobody ever paid me no mind. They always pick the Pookie and the Ray Ray. Right? They always pick the Pookie and the Ray Ray. Now you think that you doing this right now is gonna up your stats? This right here was all you needed to say to get the ladies to like you. Especially if one even pays any mind to you, your leaders are telling you to treat them bad because that's what they like. No, you was already not getting none, which means you had no game, you had no play, you probably ain't cute, you're not attractive, probably not funny. In fact, I know you're not funny. Funny people don't behave like this. Okay? and somehow like you still, it's like you are reassuring yourself to make sure you're like solidifying it that my whole life, I know it's just been up to now that I've been doing terrible with the ladies, but I want to make sure that I never ever do well. That's where you headed. Okay, this is not a logical thought. Okay, being mean to girls because you like them is something that you do when you're in grade school, when you're in elementary school, in middle school, baby. It's not gonna work now. It doesn't work once you get to older. You grow out of it and you realize, oh, I be nice to a girl. And that's what I do. Not every girl is gonna like you. 80 niggas walk up to me. You think I'm obligated to like every one of these motherfuckers? And if I did, what do you call me then? So clearly we're not supposed to say yes to every fucking body, which means that nigga get used to being rejected. This is what it is. You sound dumb. This sounds dumb. It sounds dumb. They give it up too fast. That's a thought. And then when somebody says, I'm gonna make a nigga wait for it. Then you say, you think a nigga gonna wait for that? You sound dumb. You're not making any sense. You're saying two completely different things and you're making it like they're all part of the same system. You sound dumb. You need to shut up. So you need to go and tell your mama what you just said so she can smack you. That's what you need. You need your mom to knock your ass out. That's what you need. You need her to go, oh my God. Did I make you this stupid? Did I do this? Is this my fault? Somebody need to be held responsible for the dumb that you are, the level of dumb that you are existing. This is a realm of stupidity that should not exist. I know this sounds mean and harsh, but this is what you sound like. This is what it sounds like. Oh my God, this is what you sound like. Like, what circles is you rolling in, bro? You go to specific places to find thoughts. Whose fault is it that you hanging out in them fucking places? You hang out in a normal fucking place, you find a normal fucking person. You want to be a troll who has nothing, who ain't got no ambition, who don't own shit, that lives in his mama's basement, who like literally you want to feel like you are entitled to pick somebody who has literally paid money to look the way that she does. She wanted to perfect herself so much that she has been paying to fix herself up, only to then be obligated to fuck with a troll who lives in his mother's fucking basement. It don't make sense. You are built for a normal girl. Go to a normal place and get a normal girl. You sound dumb. If your mama ain't gonna tell you, I'll tell you. Okay? You sound dumb, sir. I just want you to cut it out. I want you to be happy and have a good life. I know something that you don't know. There is a normal, nice, wonderful girl out there for you. She's out there. The way you talking, I hope she never runs into your ass because you sound crazy. You're toxic. Ugh. I just can't with you guys sometimes. You drive me absolutely crazy. But I love you. I love you. Mama love you. Okay? You gotta always bring it back to that. Mama loves you. Mama wants good for you. Mama wants better for you. Okay? Alright? I want you to do good. I want you, I've been doing this advice thing. Most of the advice I've always given has been to men to try to help them because they need, it's like women do have the home team advantage. They got the advantage. They do. They do. You know, so I will always try to help out to try to, give that competitive edge because there are tricks to the trade. There are things that if you knew, it would be easier for you to get into rooms that you can't usually get into and get things that you don't usually get, or that your status doesn't necessarily, what one might say, qualify you for. But in actuality, your skills get you what you want, not your face. Your skills get you what you want. Okay? Your face will get you what people feel like giving you. Right? I'm almost home. I love you guys. Y'all cut it the fuck out. Y'all sound crazy out here. You sound crazy. Let's get back to some normal shit. You know what I'm saying? Some normal shit. Maybe it's the cocoa. Is it the cocoa that drove everybody cray-cray? Is that what happened? I don't want to blame the cocoa for everything, but goddamn. This does seem like it kind of started in the cocoa. During the cocoa times. Everybody was on the internet because they was stuck inside bars. Later, Gators.